welcome back to Movie Dujour. With me, as always, is Justin and Mash, and today we have a very special guest all the way from California. We have Miss Holland with us today.
Holland.
Mike, you want to introduce yourself?
You can actually call me Holly. I'm here on the show all the way from California to represent the women watching this show.
All right.
My taste in movies range all over the place. I just personally like to feel emotion when I watch a movie. Cliche, I know, but it's true.
What's your favorite?
What's your favorite movie?
I don't have a favorite movie, but I do love historical movies.
Yeah, there we go. We can't do that.
no,
No, we can't do
no.
that.
You can't come on his show. You know what I mean?
Movie du jour.
Yeah.
Movie du jour without
You
a
want me to pick one movie?
One movie.
One movie. I'm going to go with Lincoln. That's how my taste
Oh,
roll.
Lincoln was. Oh, okay.
That's how my tastes roll.
Okay, Lincoln's real
She
good.
likes boring movies.
I
No,
like
Lincoln's
interesting
not
movies
boring.
that reflect history.
All right, so let's get into some news. Okay, so to start out, we have Jennifer Lawrence. She's going to reprise her role in X-Men Apocalypse, but unfortunately, it will be her last time playing. What's the name of that character?
Mystic.
Yeah,
Mystique.
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 Apparently, she doesn't like the whole process. and
yeah,
the
because she's
makeup
blue
and
in it and all that.
Yeah.
Takes
and
a
they
while to
really,
put that on.
Paint it on. It's not CGI.
Well, I'm hoping that it's actually the last X-Men movie, so I'll
No.
keep my fingers
There's
And
gonna be
again,
plenty
why?
more
And
to
then
come.
again, why? You hope that is the last.
they're not good.
You hear everybody.
Wait, do you like X-Men movies?
I like some of them.
Some of them.
Not all of them.
Okay. Well,
Okay, and next up we have Steven Spielberg is set to direct this new movie, screen adaptation. It's called Ready Player One, and basically it's a movie about virtual reality. I don't really know the specifics, but it's virtual reality, and it's I don't know. It's kind of like the Matrix, I guess, in a sense.
yeah,
But
it seems something
not-
similar to that.
yeah, but Christopher Nolan was offered to direct it, and we just found out today that Steven Spielberg will. So hopefully it's a good sci-fi movie.
Hopefully he doesn't botch it like he would have Interstellar.
Yeah,
Doing all those things.
Oh.
Have the first
Oh, that was
intergalactic sex.
that was
scene.
horrible.
yeah. I'm glad they didn't do that.
It should have been a
And
12.
the biggest story of the night is Independence Day 2. You know, we're gonna have all the people from the first one
Original
coming
cast.
back. Original cast.
Jeff Goldblum's gonna be in it. Will Smith's gonna be in it. Vivica Fox is gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Another guy, the president,
The
he's also
president.
gonna be in there too.
So I don't know how they're gonna do that, and it's the same director too. So the guy who directed what was that movie with his recent one was with Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx.
Oh, White House Down.
Oh, yeah,
White House Down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it should be sick. It should be.
Did you mean White House Down? That
No.
makes me lose respect
No,
for that
yeah, I don't.
director.
Yeah.
That makes me less excited now. I know the last movie he did was
White House Down.
Get off my
He
Jordans.
did Day After Tomorrow too.
Okay, Day After Tomorrow was pretty good.
I don't know. I mean,
You really didn't like that?
that was okay.
I mean, for the end of the world type movie, that's the best one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I hope it's as good as Independence Day 1, but it's like most sequels, it's probably gonna suck.
It's gonna
so
suck.
Yeah, but I mean, Will Smith's gonna be in it, so like that's just gonna
We
be.
don't know.
like,
He might back.
Yeah,
out
he might back
because
out.
He
He
was
will.
supposed to be in Django, but then he backed out of that.
Yeah, but the problem with that though is if you make this, if he writes this movie with Will Smith's character in it, you can't pull out. You know, he's gonna have to have a signed contract like with them
Yeah.
before they start writing it.
Well, I just hope for Will Smith's sake that he just doesn't do it.
I hope so
It
too.
seems like he's on the right track with Focus. I mean, you saw Focus.
Great
right?
movie.
Great
Yeah,
movie.
a good movie.
Yeah.
So
So
I-
it seems like he's on the right track and
Yeah.
getting back to making.
Independence Day don't need a sequel.
It doesn't really
It
need a
doesn't.
sequel. It
It
kind of.
doesn't.
Most movies don't need sequels.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
on board
Pick
with
them
this.
anyway.
All right, I'm starting to like Holland.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
He's right. So I hope Will Smith just keeps doing what he's doing. You know, gets back into making good movies. But if he does Independence Day 2, then I don't know. So what's our activity for
Okay.
today?
Oh well, actually, first we're gonna talk. I mean, first just talk about soundtracks.
Oh,
just general.
yeah. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting excited for this game. All right, soundtracks. What you got for us?
So basically, a soundtrack, you know, just the music for the movie, and that just plays such a huge role in these movies. Like as we just watched in The Most Violent Year, like a soundtrack like that, like a dark, ominous soundtrack like that, can capture an audience just as well as the visuals. And in filmmaking, they also say the audio is almost more important than visual because bad audio, people can find that out more. Like they just. So just talking about that, I mean, like with all the influential soundtracks that we've seen through the years, like what do you think is one of your guys' favorite soundtracks?
That's a very difficult question to answer because there are so many good ones. I mean, think of all the good movies that exist. They're good movies because they have good soundtracks. Soundtracks are not meant to be in the background. Soundtracks are meant to be heard.
Right in the forefront of it.
Before you notice what's going on, you hear the music.
It really sets the whole theme and tone of the movie. You know, like even if a movie is filmed great, like if they're playing some cheesy soundtrack, it just ruins
it.
Ruins everything.
And you know, you could tell.
Once you get a good soundtrack, though, like once I know that that's going to be in that movie, it's like I've realized it's like complete. The movie can be complete.
So I mean, I would have to say my favorite composer is Hans Zimmer, hands down.
But what movie you think he did was the best?
I mean, he's just done everything.
Okay, like the Dark Knight Rises soundtrack was amazing, and the Inception soundtrack was amazing. He even did like Lion King too, which was
I mean, he's done so much stuff.
So much stuff that's just it's always good. You know? I don't know.
Pick a movie.
I'm gonna pick on it again. I thought Interstellar soundtrack was good too, man.
Another Hans Zimmer classic.
He's my favorite. I don't know.
What about you, Matt?
I was gonna say the same thing. Interstellar.
You gonna say Interstellar?
Yeah, I mean, Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah, surprisingly, Interstellar. I really, that's right now. Like once you said what's my favorite soundtrack, I just thought about Interstellar. It was a real good soundtrack.
Yeah, no, definitely. And what about you? Is it Hans Zimmer or is someone else?
I mean, the only other person I could think of besides Hans Zimmer that is up there on the high levels of composing is John Williams. I mean, he's done Jaws, Star Wars, all these classic movies.
John Williams,
classic movies. Jurassic Park. That's the only other person that I could think of.
He's actually the most. I would actually argue that John Williams has the most notable soundtracks. I wouldn't say that they're the best necessarily, but they're definitely the catchiest. Like the main theme song of these are more memorable.
Way memorable.
I recognize those soundtracks from those
You can think of them right off the top.
Yeah. You're right.
Well, so now there's even a bigger topic that's happening now is more of a shift into without scoring the film, but rather just finding popular music that's in like our culture and using that. So if you had to pick which one you'd rather prefer, it's like either a score or that,
like,
you know?
I don't know if you've seen the recent movie, The Great Gatsby. I don't know.
Yeah.
You brought that up today.
Brought that up earlier.
That director, he even did like Romeo and Juliet. I don't really like it when they do that, when they just play modern music, because I don't know. I don't feel the emotion and the tone like how I'm supposed to.
Well, I mean, I could think of. I'm thinking about Quentin Tarantino movie Django. He added modern music to it, and it was really good. You never would have thought it would have been as good though.
That was a good mixture.
That was a good mixture of it.
The thing about that was that Jamie Foxx specifically made that song for the movie, so you didn't hear it until you saw the movie, though.
Yeah, or like John Legend.
Yeah. Like, so that when they do that, that's.
But then what about you could say? Is it Rick Ross?
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross had the.
Was it Black Coffin or something?
Yeah.
That was tight. Yeah.
And that was a great song.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was actually.
Was that
cool.
also made for the movie though?
Then
that was scored though. That's what
All right.
Yeah.
But then
But I'm saying it's modern because it was set back then into the Western times. It was a spaghetti Western. For it to have that type of music though, also. I mean,
theme.
but I see what you're.
Captured the theme.
The theme.
Well, I'm gonna say, what about movies like Remember the Titans? Like it has a very influential soundtrack.
That's just that's a different type of movie where it's more acceptable, But I would say for more.
Or Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
Tarantino had most of those songs weren't scored.
It was not scored. It was just like songs.
Those were like songs. Just
it wasn't even really modern for that time though. Some of those songs.
Those were even old for back then, but.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it all just depends on who's directing it
and who they're trying to access, who they're trying to reach.
Yeah.
Some of the audience that wants modern music, they want to identify. Like for instance, The Great Gatsby. I think the director put that modern music in so our generation could feel how the people felt in the 1920s, because people in the 1920s were listening to jazz and they thought it was the coolest, newest, most awesome thing that they could be listening to. And if we heard that music now, we'd say, well, this movie sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe not
Like you
all
wouldn't
of us.
understand. You wouldn't be able to capture like the craziness of the party life.
Yeah. You
Whereas
just think,
now it's like
old music.
Yeah.
Nobody listens to that anymore. But
like
when you hear Jay-Z come
techno
in,
rap
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
it's like that's like what they would be listening to at crazy parties nowadays.
Yeah.
that's
that makes
maybe,
more sense.
yeah. I mean, maybe the director was going for that.
No, I think that
Who knows?
that's
That's
probably
good,
pretty
yeah.
right. That was good. So now just
Let's get down to
the game.
business.
Let's get down to the game. For the champion.
So, I mean, you're going to be.
Yeah, since I've won the first two, and it's
Oh
not fair
my
for me
gosh!
to win
Why
every
you
game,
even mention that?
decided-
Why it doesn't even?
I
We
mean,
picked you.
Yeah, last week you was cheating.
Anyways.
First of all.
I've won
We
two,
picked-
so like I said, I've won two, so I will be the host of our game show,
Okay.
which is called Track Star. In this game, we're going to be playing famous soundtracks, whereas you guys will all have a chance, fairly now, because apparently what I was doing was cheating, to write down your answers, and they will all be presented equally,
Okay.
and the points will be given.
Okay.
All right.
That's good.
And as we keep going, they'll get harder and harder, and only the smartest person will be able to figure out the last one.
Hey, well,
Okay.
might as well just crown me. You know, champion,
Let's
'cause I got
go on
all
with
the
track
time.
star. All right. Okay.
All right,
All
so
right.
this is Track Star.